In this microgravity environment, and you would think that, the physical aspect wouldn't be too much. It actually takes quite a bit, especially if you're going to go out and do something like a spacewalk. You need to be in really good shape. And then, of course, being in this environment, it has a big impact on our bones and muscles. So we're working out every day for a couple of hours, which is kind of nice to have the PT on the schedule. And then mentally, we are in a type of deployment. You're away from family. You're away from all of that kind of the lifestyle that you're used to, and every day you're doing something different, and you don't know what the next day has in store for you, and you need to concentrate on everything you're doing pretty much all the time. So it is quite the mental challenge day in and day out, but I think we're having a good time living and working up here.
It sounds like you guys are having a great time. I've seen some of the videos from up in space, and it all looks really amazing. So I have another question, and it comes from Locate My New Home from Facebook, and they ask, what are your aspirations once you are retired from NASA?
That's a great question. There's always the age-old story of the young boy who goes to an air show with his father. And as the planes are going overhead, he pulls on his dad's arm, looks up, and says, "Daddy, Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a pilot." And the father looks down at his son and says, "I'm sorry, son, you can't do both. Grow up and be a pilot." And I've been a pilot, my entire Marine Corps career. And, I fly for NASA. We'll return from this flight and fly, on the ground. And so for me, I haven't quite decided, and I'm hoping I never have to grow up.
So how long are you guys actually up in space for? When are you coming back?
Our increment aboard our Soyuz is leaving December 14th. And we'll have had about 140 days up here on the space station. I'll hand it over to Mark, and he can talk about when his increment's going home.
I think we're at about 156 or so.
Somewhere around there.
So our increment started September 13th, and I believe we're going back around February 26th. Of course, I'm not quite as certain about that as Comrade's is about his date, because his date is coming up much more quickly than mine. So I got a long time, and I'd rather just focus on today.
Totally understandable. So that is all the time that I have with you. I do appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today, and I hope that your Thanksgiving is amazing.
We thank you as well, and to all the Marines at home or forward deployed, thank you for your service to our country, and Semper Fidelis.
Semper Fi. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in to this special live broadcast with Colonel Bresnik. I hope that you have a great day and a very happy Thanksgiving.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the Marines media portion of the event. Please stand by for a voice check from Soldiers TV.
TV, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Station, this is Houston ACR. Soldiers TV will be starting in about 20 seconds.
Good. They're working on it.
Good. Sir, how are you?